Is it even possible, do you think, are we going to get to the point where artificial intelligence replicates the human brain?
There's a lot to this. The first thing is we all think that all our thinking resides in our brain. And I would say that it doesn't. I think that our thinking is as a whole body experience. The oldest brain in your body is in your gut. Guts came first. And there is a nervous system in your gut, and that nervous system operates kind of semi-autonomously along with your brain. You don't think about digestion, and you don't think about the tensions that arise in your gut that are reflective of deep, primitive feelings. But they were influence your thinking. And on top of that, the kind of model of our brains we have that it's a bunch of synapses firing like a computer, that's not correct really either. That's a high simplification. Our brain the neurons do all sorts of complicated stuff, some of which are like on-offs, like firing, and some of which are gradual knobs that turn up and down. So it's all really very complicated. So then you ask yourself the question, can you create a computer system that simulates all of those things to simulate human-like thinking, right? Human-like thinking that isn't just ones and zeros and isn't just facts and is a combination of emotions and feelings and facts and sociality and lots of stuff that allows us to make decisions. And the answer to that is maybe we can do that. We're not trying to do that right now, and we're really, really far from doing it. But then does it require us to get to a level of replication of human beings that's sort of absurd? Where effectively you have a detailed replication of the neuron patterns of a brain, and a detailed that has to go down to the kind of biological cell level. So we have to make it in wetware. We can't make it in hardware because otherwise it doesn't really work the way it's supposed to. And then you've got to connect it up to a gut and connect it up to eyes and nose and mouth, and the subtleties of those things become a part of the whole process. And at some point, does this just become a reduction to the absurd? As we're basically just making another person, and we know how to do that already, right? We make plenty of them.
Yeah.
So the thing is can we get a computer to think like a person? Totally. Artificial general intelligence is what people refer to in general. And I would say not really, because I think that at some point you're really just making another person, because I think human intelligence, is not just residing in the brain.